Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikavistadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Stadbhaktaya Namo Nama Nityananda Vanshadipam Yadugopala Nandanam Gaura Prema Pracharakam Bande Madanagopalam. Jai Nitai, Hari Bol. Today I'll describe the second part of Prema Bhakti Chandrika. That day, last day, it was the first part where Narottam Das Thakur, he just described about Guru Tattva. Today we'll listen, she'll describe about what we have to do in our bhajan path. So, how we can develop our mood, our intelligence for our spiritual practice, consciousness for our bhajan. So here, Narottam Das Thakur, he says, Anno obhilasho chari, gyano karma porihari, काय মনে করিব ভজন সাধু সঙ্গে কৃষ্ণ সেবা না পুজিব দেবী দেবা এই ভক্তি পরম কারণ. He just quote one sloka from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Grantha by Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. He said that sloka is Anya Bhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karma Dhanavritam Anu Kullena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhakti Ruttama. Here Narottam Das Thakur, he just described that sloka here in Bengali. Anno Bhilasho Chari Jnana Karma Porihari Kaya Mone Koriba Bhajan. We must erase, just remove all the different desire except Krishna. We have to develop only that desire in our heart for Krishna Seva. So there is that question rise here, if we are living all other desire, then how we can maintain, because we are grihastha, we have family, we have to maintain our family life, we have to protect our children, we have to take care of our parents. So how we can manage all those duties in our life? Narottam Das Thakur, he mentioned that yes, if you have strong faith on Krishna, if you have really attachment for Krishna, so Krishna will do everything for you. She will manage everything for your life, because Krishna has such promise to everyone. Shakrideva prapanno jatabasmi ticha jachate abhayang sarvada tasmai dadam me tadvratang mama. If anyone took shelter on me once from his heart in his life, so it's my duty to protect him from every side. So it's, if we can follow this word, because he is Achyuta, he never fall down from his words, his promises. So if we just faith, if we have faith on his words, so he can manage everything for our life. That's why Narottam Das Thakur, he said, first remove all the different desire for this material world. If you have strong faith, if your mind is focused, if your love is only for Krishna, then Krishna will manage everything for you. So first remove all the different desire from your heart. Then start to worship Krishna. That means offer your love to Krishna. Then Krishna will look at you. And in your practice, you must be careful about that your practice, it's only on the path of bhakti. It should not cover by jnana, karma, all those different activities. But it is also said that if it is supporting of your bhakti path, that means if some practices from jnana and karma is supporting your bhakti to develop bhakti in your heart, so you can accept that. But must be careful that it should not cover your bhakti. Don't forget, your path is bhakti path, so your consciousness, your practice must be connected with bhakti. Because we are accepting so many things from different paths, from jnana and karma. We are doing meditation, pranayamas. So it's all the parts of jnana and karma. But we are accepting because it's developing, it's supporting to develop bhakti inside of our heart. So we must be careful about that. All those different practices should not cover our bhakti in our heart. Our bhakti must be developed in any way only for Krishna. অন্য অভিলাষ ছাড়ি জ্ঞান কর্ম পরিহরি কায় মনে করিব ভজন. And our worship must be in three ways. In Damabandhan Lila, Ma Yashoda, she teaches us how to worship Krishna in three ways. And there it said in Damabandhan Lila, Ma Yashoda, she was thinking about Krishna because Krishna is sleeping. Any time he will wake up and he will come and she has to feed Krishna. And long time she didn't see Krishna near to her. So she was thinking about Krishna. At the same time she was doing work for Krishna. She was churning the yogurt because the great butter will appear at the early morning. Great butter she can collect from that yogurt if she churn it. So by herself she was doing this for Krishna, and at the same time she was singing all the songs which were sung by the all local poets, local singers. They just composed all those songs. It's based on the very beautiful play of Krishna with his friends. She was singing. And in that way, she was thinking about Krishna. It's mental seva. She was singing about Krishna, so it's bachik, that means by speech. And at the same time, physically, she was churning the yogurt. So three way together, we have to worship Krishna. Then we can tie Krishna inside of our heart. Then Krishna will be attracted by our activities, by our bhakti, by our love, and he will come to us. He will be very merciful to us. So, Kaya mone koriba bhajan, Narottam Das Thakur, he just remind us, you have to serve Krishna in that way, like Mother Yashoda, like all the great devotees. Ei bhakti parama karon. If we want to really develop bhakti inside of our heart, then we have to follow this all path. মহাজনের যেই পথ তাহে হব অনুরত, পূর্বাপর করিয়া বিচার, সাধন শরণ লীলা ইহাতে না করো হেলা কায় মনে করিয়া সুসার. How we have to create our consciousness, our intelligence, because for our practice we need some knowledge, some intelligence must be there. Without knowledge we cannot go, we cannot travel in any path. There must be some knowledge. So that's why Mahajaner jei patho, we should not search a new path. Everything is described there by our ancestor, previous acharyas. Purva para kuriya vichar. Here that purva and para, very nicely it is described that who is before Sriman Mahaprabhu, all the devotees who attained, who serve Krishna in different mood like Bilamangal Thakur and some others. They are before Sriman Mahaprabhu. And para, that means after Mahaprabhu, that means 6 Goswamis. Mainly 6 Goswamis, 8 Goswamis. They attain that Krishna Seva with a very beautiful manjari mood given by Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu to us, to all the living entities here in Kali Yuga, to all the human beings in Kali Yuga. So we must follow that, and we should see what was their realization, what was their path to follow, because Bilamangal Thakur, he attained Sakhi Bhava. But we should not forget that there are also some another like the rishis described in Ramayana, Dandakarana. They want to get Ramachandra as their beloved, as their lover. So Ramachandra was very pleased to them, and he promised, not me, but after me, Swam Bhagavan, Krishna will appear in this world and he will fulfill your desire. So all those rishis of Dandakarana, thousands of rishis, they attained in Raslila. But they had special mood only for Krishna. They had love for Krishna. They want to get Krishna as their husband, as their lover. And also some other rishis, some other sadhakas also described in Brihad Bhaman Puran, they also attain that Sakhi Bhava. That means they also want Krishna as their lover. But if we just compare that taste, without Srimati Radharani Kripa, no one can attain Krishna completely. If we just see the mood of manjaris, so the manjaris, they are the Angaja. They are known as Angaja of Srimati Radharani. That means they are also appeared from the body of Srimati Radharani. Angaja means who appeared from the body. That's why manjari is the same mood like Srimati Radharani, but in favor of Srimati Radharani. They have no different love for Krishna. That is their special mood. So we must know that Purva and Para, that before Sriman Mahaprabhu, after Sriman Mahaprabhu, who attained Krishna, in which mood, and then we can follow the best path, and that is Manjari Bhava. Ashta Goswami, 6 Goswamis, they attained that Manjari mood, and it was delivered by Sriman Mahaprabhu to all the Kali people. We must follow that path. So it is the sweet. Sadhana sharana lila ihate na karo hela kaye mone koriya sushar. And in that mood, whatever it is there inside of your heart, it depends on your desire. Best is Manjari mood, but maybe sometimes it will appear that parental mood, Vatsalya Bhava. Sometimes it will appear a friendly mood, Shakhya Bhava. So, we must engage ourselves by mind, by Lila Smaran. You know, there is Dhyana also, Smaran. Dhyana also one part of Smaran. There is 5 different parts here it is said about Smaran. 5 different part. That is very nicely it is described. Smaran, Anudhyan, Leela Smaran, Dhyan and Dhruva Smriti. Smaran, Dharana, Dhyan, Dhruvānusmriti and Samadhi. This 5 part of Smaran, it is said that 5 part is Smaran. And what is Smaran? In that 5 part, only just by your mind you are searching a little bit about Krishna and Krishna Lila. That is Smaran. And what is Dharana? That means consciousness. To take away your mind from all different things, from this material world, and focus only to Krishna. That is known as Dharana. What is Dhyan? In a special way, just meditate about the form of Krishna and his associates. What is Dhruvanusmriti? That means continuous meditation. That means it is there is 2 kinds of Smaran we know in our bhajan also. There is Madhusneha, Madhudhara and Dugdhadhara. Madhudhara means there is no break in the line, but in Dugdhadhara there will be so many gaps. So not with the gaps. When your mind always in every moment will engage in Krishna, it's known as Dhruvanusmriti. And when only by just starting your meditation you will get that swarup in your heart, that is Samadhi. So, sadhana sharana lila. You have to follow that path of Smaran. It's our best. That means the ultimate practice. But to attain that stage in our life, we have to follow before this all practices. Nama Smaran, Nama Kirtan, reading granthas, books, deity seva, and slowly by all these practices we can attain that stage of Smarana. That means Smaran, Dharana, Dhyana, Dhruvanusmriti and Samadhi. This all stage will appear in our heart. And we should not ignore that. We must be very careful to follow that. Now about the association. Asatsango karo tyag, chharo anno anurag, kormi gyani porihori dure, kevalo bhakata sango, prema katha rasarango, lila katha brajarasapure. Association is the most important part of our life. What is the best association for our life? Narottam Das Thakur says that Kevala Bhakta Sangha. Kevala means Uttama Bhakta. There is 3 categories in Bhakta, Vaishnava. Uttama Bhakta, Madhyama Bhakta Adhama Bhakta. We must associate with the Uttama Bhakta from whom we can get that things about Krishna, bhajan for Krishna. We must attain by whose support, they are the Uttama Bhakta. So we must follow them, their footprints, their advice. They will support our mind, they will support our heart to develop Krishna consciousness in our heart, in our mind. Our intelligence will be very pure then by their association. And we must leave all the association of Asata. Who is Asat here? To whom Narottam Das Thakur he mentioned as Asat. All those people who is cheater in this material world, thief, the robber. No, they are not really Asat for us, because maybe by their activity, by cheating, by stealing some things, by doing robbery, by taking some things from us by force. So in that way, we'll lose some things for this material world, from this material world. But if we are associating with some person who is against the mentality of Krishna, so they will steal our that great consciousness of Krishna. They will remove Krishna Bhakti from our heart. They will take away all the attachment for Krishna from our heart. So we must be very careful about all those Sangha. We must be very sincere about those Sangha. So who has against mentality of Krishna? And also nowadays we can see the followers, that means the associates of Kali Maharaj, associates of Shukracharya, they are coming to us as devotee, as Vaishnava, in the dress of devotee, in the dress of Vaishnava. So we cannot recognize, and slowly they are stealing all our good consciousness about Krishna, of Krishna, love for Krishna. And after some time, we'll find ourselves in the material world. We are so engaged here in this material world. So we must be careful about our association, because our surroundings, it's making our heart, our intelligence, our mood. So we must be careful about that. Kormi Jnani Porihori Dure. Here, Narottam Das Thakur again he reminds us, do not associate who is so much engaged with karma kandyas, who are the karmis, who are very dry, who are always engaged with jnanas and yogas, because their heart really dry. So if something dry, it's coming to a place. If you just take one sponge and you just put it in the water, the sponge will soak all the water. So dry is always trying to get the juice, the liquid. So if you are associating with the dry hearts, who are yogis and jnanis and karmis, who has no love actually, no devotion, pure devotion in their heart for Krishna, so they will suck, they will soak our all beautiful love for Krishna from our heart, and our heart will be dry by association with them. So we must be careful about that. Kevalo bhakata sanga prema katha rasarango. We must associate with pure devotees. And not only that, association, we will get so many association in our life. the best association. We are getting so many association of pure devotees. We are getting so many association with pure Vaishnavas. But we are not really using those moments will be there with him. How we can get the benefits of their association? That's Narottam Das Thakur says, Premo katha rasarango, lila katha braja rasapure. In Srimad Bhagavata it is said, whenever we'll go to the devotees, pure Vaishnavas, to Sri Gurudev, we must ask such things which is beneficial for our life, for our betterness. Tashmad Guru Prapadyeto Jigyashu Sreyo Uttamam. When you are asking to a great Vaishnava, he is also Guru, Shiksha Guru, and Diksha Guru is always Guru. So from whom you will get something in your life, you must know that the best association, they are the Shiksha Guru of your life. So when we'll be there in front of very pure devotee, very pure heart, so we must ask about all the leelas of Sri Krishna, what he performed in Braja and in all other places, how he delivered his pure love to his devotees, how he was so merciful to all his devotees, all his sadhakas. So it will create our mind, it will create our intelligence, it will be most beneficial for our life. So that's why not only the association of the pure devotees, we must ask them for betterness for our life about Prema Katha Rasaranga, the sweet Lila Katha of Krishna. Yogi Nyashi Kormi Gyani Anno Dev Pujak Dhyani Ei Lok Dure Porihori Kormo Dharmo Dukha Shog Jeba Thake Anno Jog Chari Bhajo Giri Borodhari. From whom we should be separated. We should not go to them, or we should not associate with them. He mentioned one by one yogi who are following the path of yogas. We can accept some part of yoga, but if we are associating always with them, then they'll change our mind and mood in that path of yoga. Same way, Nyashi, who are following all those part, Mayavadi sannyasis, we should not associate with them. Karmi, who has this desire to attain Swarga, and they're following the path of karma, they are doing so many things, so many activities like fire sacrifice and all other rituals to attain Swarga, that Shuk. So we must be careful about them. We should not associate with them. Jnani, who are always searching about Brahma, whose mind is engaged with Brahma, we should not associate with them. And Anno Deva Pujaka, who are worshipping other demigods, not Krishna, not Nitai Gauranga, but all other demigods, like fire, like moon. So, because they are consciousness with them, so they will try to make our heart like them also. So we should be very careful about them. And Dhyani means their consciousness always following and attached with this material world. Their meditation is not connected with Krishna. Their meditation is not connected with the service of Krishna. They are thinking, they are desiring only to attain some material bliss in their life. So, এই লোক দূরে পরিহরি. We must go away from all those associations. We must be careful about their influence in our life. কর্ম ধর্ম দুঃখ শোক যেবা থাকে অন্য যোগ ছাড়ি ভজ গিরিবরধারী. Karma. We are connected, and from the beginning of our life, always we want some pious credits in our life. So we are trying to follow the path of karmas and will attain that punya. Dharma. We are following according to our varna and ashram. That dharma, it's the path. We must know dharma and religion is not the same. Religion is the path, but dharma is dharma. The religion is not the perfect word in English about dharma. Dharma is eternal. The main thing, sanatan. So the religion, the part, we should not follow the other path, only the path of bhakti. We should follow the path of bhakti. But at the beginning, we have to follow varnashram dharma according to our varna, according to our ashrama, because we know there is 4 ashrama: brahmacharya, garhastha, vanaprastha, sannyas. We must follow according to our age and according to our dharma. We must follow all those varna and ashrama. Whatever Anna yoga, whatever will come, because in our life we'll get so many relations. The yoga, so many relations as friend, as family members, wife, father, mother, brother, sister. So whatever is there, all those relations, what is your dharma and ashram, what is your pious credits, how much you have in your heart, it's not so important. You must focus your mind to worship Giridhari, because he used this word Girivaradhari. He can protect and he can do anything to protect all his devotees. To prove that, he used this word Girivaradhari. He used not Krishna or any other word for Krishna. He used this word Girivaradhari. Just think about that beautiful lila, to save all the Brajvasis, to save all the living entities in Braj from that anger of Indra. He took Giriraj, Govardhan on his finger. So he can do anything to save, to protect his devotees, his followers. So we must be careful about that. We must think and we must remember about all his leelas, about all his kripa in our life, and we follow to worship that path with bhakti, to worship Sri Giriraj, Sri Girivaradhari, that means Sri Krishna. Now he is mentioning some things very important about our consciousness. Tirtha yatra parishram kevalo moner bhram sarvo siddhi govinda charan drirho bishwas haride dhari mada matsarya parihari sada karo ananya bhajan. This word, we must be very careful. Ananya bhajan. Ananya means no anya, not other. We should not worship other than Krishna. We must worship Krishna and only Krishna, not other demigods, because sometimes in front of us, because of our greed, because of our need, our heart and our mind will be attracted by other demigods. Yes, if we'll go to Lakshmi, we'll go get wealth. From Saraswati, we'll get intelligence, knowledge, wisdom. From other demigods, protection, benefits. So our mind are catching these all things, because we are greedy. Naturally, we are greedy. Who are here in this world, in this material world, all of us, we are really very greedy. Always we are searching about our benefits. We are always thinking about our profit and loss. If there is profit, then we'll go there. If there is no profit, we'll not go there. So that's the point. That's the point. We should not search about all those things. We must be develop such consciousness only for Krishna, no anya bhajan. So how we have to do that? We have to prepare our mind. We have to prepare our consciousness in that way that in our heart there is so much knowledge and so much consciousness about different things which is not perfect. We are thinking only by visiting the pilgrims we'll get so many things in our life. But it is not true. Narottam Das Thakur, he mentioned that Tirtha Yatra Parishram Kevalo Muner Brahm. Yes, if you want to visit the Tirthas, yes, you can visit like Vrindavan, Brij. You can do Braja Yatra. You can visit Navadvip Dham. You can visit Puri Dham, which will develop your Krishna consciousness. Only we can follow all those tirthas. Only we can visit all those tirthas, not the other tirthas, because there is so many tirthas. In 64 bhajan path, there is 64 part of our bhajananga, Chaushatti bhajananga, 64 part of our bhajan. One is tirthavasa. So it is beneficial to stay, to live in tirtha. But there is also another consciousness. There is also another thing. In one hand, tirthavas is beneficial for us. Anyhow, we'll get some blessings from Tirtharaj, from Krishna. If we are going to Puri Dham, we'll get blessings from Jagannath, little bit. If we'll visit Sridham Navadvip, we'll get kripa from Gaura Nityānanda. If we are visiting Braj, we'll get kripa from Srimati Radharani. It's the basic kripa, the basic blessings in our life. But there is also in other hand, there is so many things we must think before we'll go there. We must prepare our mind and heart about that, where we are going. It's not other places to visit. That here, Switzerland is a very beautiful place to see the nature and so many beautiful mountains. You can see behind me, very beautiful mountains are here also. If this is beneficial for us, no. Yes, we'll get some material pleasure in our heart, but it's not connected with Krishna. Yes, it will be beneficial if only to look this mountain, if my mind is remind Giriraj Govardhan, oh, Giriraj Govardhan, then it will be beneficial. If only to see the river, if my mind is remind that, oh, river Yamuna, river Ganga, so maybe some benefits also will get from there. But the point, we are not really preparing our heart and mind before we are visiting the tirthas. Very nice story in Srimad Bhagavat. The story of Maharaj Rohugan and Jarabharat. Maharaj Rohugan, he was visiting all the pilgrims, the tirthas, only to think about that, oh, my life is end, now it's very near to end, so I must attain Bhagavat Kripa, Bhagavan Kripa. And how? So the scholars, they said, okay, Maharaj, just visit all the pilgrims, so you can attain that blessings of all tirthas, and you can attain Bhagavat Kripa in your life. So Maharaj started to visit. In between, he met Jarabharat, and he realized this person, Jarabharat, that Brahman, this Brahman is a very scholar one. So he can show me the real path. And he asked. Then Jarabharat, he asked to Rohugan, Rohugan, for what you are visiting all the pilgrims? To attain the Bhagavat Kripa. Do you think in that way, by visiting all the pilgrims, all the tirthas, you can attain Bhagavat Kripa? Then Maharaj Rohugan, he asked, if not, then how we can attain? Jarabharat said, Rohuganuis tattapasana yati no chidjaya nuiva nirvapanad grihadva no chandasa nuiva jalagni shudjair bina mahat pada rajobhishekam. You must know, not by the austerities you can attain Bhagavat Kripa, not by sacrifice, fire sacrifice and other karmas, you cannot attain Bhagavat Kripa, not by go to the forest, and not even in your house, not by reciting Vedas, all the mantras. There is only one way, you know, Rohan? Yes, not even by the following very tough all bratas, you cannot attain Bhagavat Kripa. There is only one way. Bina mahat padu rajobhishekam. If you take shelter to the lotus feet of pure devotees, only by their kripa. Bhakta pada rajo, bhakta pada jal, bhakta bhukta vashesh, teen mahabal. Only by their blessings, by their mercy, you can attain Bhagavat Kripa in your life. So we are visiting all the tirthas, but our consciousness is not really developed, and we are not preparing our mind before we'll go there. So we are not developing real respect, shraddha in our heart for the pilgrims, for the tirthas. That's why in every step we will perform some offenses against that holy dham. So before you'll go there, before we'll visit all those holy places, we must prepare our heart and mind, our intelligence, our consciousness, that we are not visiting a general place, a normal place. That place can give me Krishna Bhakti. When we'll develop such consciousness in our heart, then the visiting of tirthas will be beneficial for us in our life. So that Narottam Das Thakur, he says, before you'll visit, develop your consciousness. Otherwise, you can visit so many tirthas, but nothing will happen, no result will come, no blessings or mercy will come from the tirthas, from the holy places. So it will be just wasting your time, energy, and money. It's just a misconception in your heart that only by visiting holy places you can attain Bhagavad Kripa, Krishna Bhakti. But also visiting Tirtha places, there is some little bit benefits. But if your mind is prepared, developed, and if you have Kripa from your Gurudev, greatest Vaishnavas, then all the Tirthas are really beneficial for you. দৃঢ় বিশ্বাস হৃদয় করি মদমাৎসর্য পরিহরি সদা কর অনন্য ভজন. We are following the path of bhakti, but we are not really controlling our urges, which is inside of us. There it is said so many things about our enemies. They known as enemies will come later about all those enemies. Madamatsarya Porihuri. First, we have to remove all the false egos from our heart. Because inside of us, there is so many false egos, which is connected with this material world. I am very rich. What you will do with all those money? You cannot take even one penny with you when you will go your ultimate destination, when you will die. So nothing will go from this world here. So then where will be that pride? I am very rich. Yes, you must be rich by your Krishna consciousness. Then you can say, I am a real rich because I have Krishna Bhakti in my heart. I am very wealthy with Krishna Prema. That time you will not say, the other will say, yes, that person is really very rich and wealthy because he has Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prema in his heart. Another pride, I am a very scholar. I know everything. No, it's not possible in our life. We cannot get all knowledge. Yes, there is only one way. We can get all the other knowledge inside of our heart only by the blessings. If we can realize the truths of Krishna, Krishna tattva. There is a nice story behind this. We'll come later, another day. So, we have to just remove all the false ego from our heart. And another most important thing we have to completely remove from our heart, that is envy. It's the great blockage in our bhakti path. If we have that matsarya, that means envy, it will destroy everything. Because where there is envy, love is not possible in that heart. Only to see this material world that, oh, this people is very rich than me, is very scholar than me. Envy will appear inside of our heart. But we must be careful. We have to just remove, erase everything, all those false ego, all those envy from our heart. Then we can go forward. We can advance in our bhajan path, in our bhakti path. Otherwise, it will block our bhajan, our practice, and will never go forward. If we have false pride, false ego, if we have envy in our heart, so we'll never go forward even one step in our bhakti path. It's not possible. Narottam Das Thakur many times remind in Prembhakti Chandrika to us about some things about those urges. Be careful about your false ego and your enviness. Be careful about your association. We must be very careful about that. We must only associate with the devotees, pure devotees, who is open-minded, without any envy, because envious heart will never deliver you pure love. Never. Because envy is like fire and it's only burning the love, prema, in your heart. It will remove all the love, all the attachment from your heart. So, what we have to do? Krishna Bhakta Sanga Kori, Krishna Bhakta Anga Heri, Shraddhyanito Sravana Kirtan, Archana Sharana Dhyan, Nava Bhakti Mahagyan, Ei Bhakti Paramo. We must associate with the pure devotees. Here again he reminds us, Narottam Das Thakur, about our association. And he reminds us in a very beautiful way. 2 times he said the same word. If we are associating, that means we are looking to each other. I can see you, you can see me. Then why Narottam Das Thakur, he remind that Krishna Bhakta Anga Heri. When we'll associate with Krishna devotees, so I can see him and he can see me. No, not that. We must see his real form as devotees. Most of the time, we'll visit to the great person like great Vaishnava, great saint. We're just wasting our time to talk some material words, material topics with him. That means we are wasting the time. And then if we are just asking material questions and everything, the Krishna Bhakta, they are very, very clever, you know. Always they are trying to hide themselves. But we have to catch them. We have to catch their attention to us. We have to show that we are really very fallen. We need his help, his support for our life. So that's why before we'll meet any great saint, great Vaishnava, our Gurudev, we must prepare. Maybe we should write which is beneficial for our life. We should ask, or we should try to get. If there is no question, don't ask anything. Just look at him. Just take darshan and try to feel who is in front of me. He is a very nearest person of Sri Krishna. He is a very intimate person of Krishna. He is a very pure devotee. And from him, I can attain Krishna Bhakti by his mercy, by his blessing. Don't need to ask anything to him. Just look at him without any blink and just take his darshan. But do not waste your time to associate with those person who is great, with great Mahatmas. And at the same time, try to feel their blessings in your heart. Always we are doing some mistakes when we'll be in front of some great Vaishnava, great devotee, Gurudev. Just go to them offering pranam and we are asking, please Gurudev bless me. No, we should not do that. So my dear friends, We must be careful. We must follow the words what Narottam Das Thakur said. We'll continue this Prema Bhakti Chandrika katha next days. Hari Bol, Jai Nitya.